Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Well. Erika, Kirk, and Candace Owens met yesterday. We are yet to find out the details of their meeting, but they decided that they were going to what? They were going to come together and end the cat fight. We have Erika Kirk, who says, Candace Owens and I are meeting for a private in-person discussion on Monday, December the 15th. Candace Owens and I have agreed that the public discussions, live streams, and tweets are on hold until after this meeting. I look forward to a productive conversation. Thank you. And Candace now co-signs that and says, I am looking forward to this discussion. Here's the thing. So are we looking forward to it? Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing what edited version they are going to give us. I was saying to myself, I wonder if this conversation will be recorded, if this conversation will be put onto YouTube for all of us to watch. Will there be cameras? Will there be a film crew so that we can hear how this all went down? The edited version, as far as I'm concerned. I understand that Erika has lost her husband in the most horrible way. He was assassinated. There's no other way that one can describe it. In these times where I no longer recognize the world I grew up in, it's become very dark, and there have been some of the most horrendous things that will go down in history that I just cannot and will never understand. I have always sent my condolences to Erika and her little children because they are, I think, 3 and 1. Having said that, Erika jumped right into the big panties and became the CEO of Turning Point USA. Now, there were so many inconsistencies with her husband's passing that I could not look away. And I stood for Erika and I supported Erika from the very beginning. This is a woman that is going through, again, like I said, the most horrible thing that could ever happen to a family and, of course, to her children. As time went by, just shy of 3 months now, I am amazed at how she has become the CEO of his company, how she's going on tour, how she has launched a book, how she's so vocal. It doesn't say anything to me at all in the light of woe go you. It just doesn't. I know what grief can do. I know that you can be in denial. I know, of course, that you can hide underneath your bed for a year. I don't understand this need to launch a book, for example. This need to be on every television show. This need for you to go out to tap onto Candace's income, saying that she makes hundreds and thousands of dollars every episode. When you, Erika, you have made over 150 million in the 3 months since your husband has passed. I was thinking to myself the other day, really and truly, why exactly do they need that much money? I don't know exactly what they're doing at the company that they need to garnish 150 million with 10 million that went straight to you. You were just in Mar-a-Lago the other week where you garnished 40 million. But you didn't mention that. You didn't talk about that. You talked about Candace as if to say, oh, look at what she's making. Look at what she's making on YouTube. Darling, social media is a force of which you are beginning to understand. Again, there were so many inconsistencies on the day that Charlie passed away with his security team, with a lone soldier, that's the only way I can describe him, who jumped onto a roof, assembled a gun, fired the gun, one shot, and got in bullseye, had the time to dismantle the gun, trickle down the building, and then go and buy ice cream. He was roaming freely on the university campus, seen multiple times. Then we had this other guy who was waving back and forth to the crowd in the opposite direction with a white flag, almost as if to say, deed done. The security, because I know I'm not blind, last time I checked, was handing things over from one to the other and then running. In the days of social media, yes, that looks absolutely dodgy. And we're just asking questions. We're not saying that you're a bad person, that you're this, that, and the third. We're not saying any of that, Erika. We're just kind of surprised that you are not just as curious too. That's all.
Again, I think the best reading of what happened there is who wanted JFK dead the most. Again, a lot of people said Israel wanted JFK dead. I'd love to hear that argument. But definitely Lyndon Baines Johnson and parts of our own government, and the Cubans wanted him dead. And who actually made it happen? There were like 15 or 20 things that happened that day that were inexcusable. They changed the parade route. He rode in an open-air convertible. LBJ decided not to ride alongside of him. The vehicle slowed down right when it went by the Texas School Book Depository. A lot there, right? And then, again, I think that all of us are smarter to believe that it was simply Lee Harvey Oswald. The more important question is not, oh, who did it? We have to first acknowledge it that more than one person did it. Yeah. Once we acknowledge that more than one person did it, then we can expose our government to have lied to us about the JFK assassination, which then I think will sober a lot of us about trusting the government in the future.
I am not for the conspiracy theories. I'm not. Till this very day, I do not believe that the first wife of France is a man. I don't believe it. But this, dodgy. It's a bit dodgy. And I'm asking questions because I'm really curious as to not necessarily Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk was not for the black folk. He was not. We can have our differences. That does not mean that we become violent with each other. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that if this was swept underneath the rug and it came from another source, then they can't do it to black folk in America. Then that means that we do have to pay attention, because now it involves all of us. That's the only reason why I'm speaking on this. That's the only reason. I'm not a fan of anybody here, but I am a big truth seeker. I do want to know the truth. You party up with Candace, go right ahead. That is your prerogative. And I would really like to see how it went down. That's it. It was odd to me because I said it to Aretha when we were talking about this. And we have footage of where Charlie had said that I am friends with Candace. I won't say anything bad about her, even if we do not agree.
Look, I don't agree with everything Candace says, but you know what I don't do? I don't stop being friends with people just because people morally blackmail me. I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. Look, I have different views on things as Candace. I have different views on Israel than Candace. I have different views on a lot of geopolitics. But honestly, I traveled the country with Candace. I went to her wedding. I saw her meet her husband. I went to Israel with Candace, which is a fun story I'll tell you at some point. But what I don't like is when people demand, you must stop being friends with somebody. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a left-wing tactic. Don't do that. I'm not saying you do that, but other people do that. We should never resort to that. In fact, if you believe what I believe, shouldn't you want me to be friends with people that don't agree with us? Shouldn't you want me to also be a tool of influence? And so I think the world of Candace. She's a great mother. She certainly has very, very fun opinions at times. And she's a great talent. She says a lot of stuff that sometimes I don't agree with, but that's what makes our relationship and our friendship interesting. My advice to all of you, you might not like somebody, but never tell somebody like me to stop being friends with somebody on an interpersonal level just because of disagreement. It's bad. It's what the left does, and we should rise above it as conservatives. Thank you so much.
Candace Owens is a fucking evil scumbag. She is a degenerate. She is burning everything down. And she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you fucking told me? She has no security. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit. She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these conservatives out there that send me these fucking messages have no fucking balls to call her out. More and more people have started doing it. They send me these fucking messages. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. I wasn't the first person to do it. I'm not going to take credit for that. But don't fucking DM me like I did something for you as you fucking cower, scared that she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination, which he's doing to me right fucking now.
Yeah, that was the...
I'm fucking done with these people.
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. She doesn't give two fucking shits. No one's out for her. She's lying about all of this. You told me you went to her house and she's got a 4-foot wall and one fat guy. And she doesn't give a shit about her security. Meanwhile, I get bullets fired at my fucking property and I have to go live in the middle of nowhere. And I got fucking strangers coming up to my house in Maryland, breaking in. I got people showing up and beating up the residents who try to live there. How the fuck am I even supposed to sell this property? And you know, it's all lies, it's all hypocrisy, and it is for the purpose of making money, and she does not live the way other people live. And she claims she liked Charlie, she loved Charlie, and she is burning everything down that he built because she is evil. She is evil. And I'll say it again, this conservative movement is fractured, it's fried, whatever it is. Okay? Republicans are on track to lose the midterms. They were actually trending in the other direction until Charlie Kirk was murdered.
Yeah.
And this is the point, isn't it? The most effective political assassination in history, and thanks to the likes of the vile Candace Owens, she has turned Turning Point into the perpetrators of the crime that was against them. I don't get paid by any of these people. I'm not on good terms necessarily with Turning Point USA. They didn't invite me to their stupid event. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. They invited me back after I started criticizing Candace. I'm not going to your event. I'm over all of this shit. The last thing that I need to deal with is a bunch of cowards in conservative media refusing to stand up to her. Megyn Kelly, come on. I appreciate the kind words, but come on. Such fucking pathetic bullshit. You know, and I get people saying, Tim, you know, thank you so much for talking about it. I don't care. I'm not doing a favor for anybody. I'm not doing this to benefit anybody. Nobody's paying me. There's no fucking Russia. There's no fucking Israel. There's just me sticking my neck out and then risking dying for what? A bunch of cowards that don't want to stand up to protect themselves? People like fucking Candace Owens?
I couldn't believe that she put you in the thumbnail
of
her piece today.
I'm done.
The idea that she'd imply
done.
that you had some benefit or that you benefit somehow. She
benefited. I think she's a Fed and I think she killed Charlie. No one benefited more than her.
I don't agree with everything Candace says. Please, number one, Meghan Markle. Whatever she thinks of Meghan Markle to me is preposterous. I stand for Meghan Markle and Harry. She does not. Let's agree to disagree. And that was what Charlie echoed. He said we were friends. We went on tour together. I was there when she met her husband. I went to her wedding. And I told Aretha, I said, Aretha, that's why I'm finding this to be very odd. So I was saying to I was saying to Aretha that it's rather strange that these two did not talk behind the scenes. Why are they talking now? That was just my observation. For the simple reason, Aretha and I started talking this year. She's already been to the house. She has met my husband. I know her daughter as she knows mine. I found it strange that in the times where Charlie and Candace were still friends up until his death, that there was never a time that Candace and Erika spoke, because Candace had a baby this year, that she didn't pick up the phone and say, Candace, congratulations, virtue of the fact that her husband worked with Candace on a regular basis, that they spoke on a regular basis. So I question this fanfare of where they are coming together to speak. Who does it benefit? Who wants it more than the other? And why have they decided to have this conversation now? That's where I'm going with all of this. It's just giving me, now you want to talk, now you want to chat? Interesting. That's what it's giving me. So guys, we'll wait and hear the development. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking out here in these streets. And I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. For those of you that are saying, Fumi, I like your little outfit. Thank you. I got this top from Primark. I must have spent £3. £3, and these are golden oldies trousers. I'll do a little walkthrough for you guys so you can see the entire outfit. All of my love, darlings, and I'll speak to you I'll speak to you sooner than later. Mwah. All of my love. Oh, my God, I am so excited. I am so excited, my darlings. We have officially launched the FDV website, and we have what? We've got products, we've got merch, we've got t-shirts, we've got tote bags. I am so excited. A lot of you said, Fumi, when are the t-shirts coming? And I want to tell you that I am terribly humbled. I had launched this exclusively at the meet and greet, and for the life of me, I did not know that we would sell out. I had no idea. So I had to put the money back into the business so that I could get some more t-shirts and tote bags for you. And I want to say what a journey this has been. The 2 t-shirts that I have, and I'm wearing one now with the v-neck, and I measured it so that it comes right down. Whether you're big busted, whether you're small busted, it will come right down to the center without opening with the bust. And darlings, I have what is delayed is not denied, because everything started much later in my life. I got married at 40. I had Adrian at 48. I started YouTube at 45. I started my business at 55. And so I want you guys to know that what is delayed is absolutely what is not denied. And so I made these for you in white as well as in black. It is tagless because I react to tags. We have t-shirts where you have no tags, and these go all the way from an extra large to an extra small. Some of you will be wondering, Fumi, what size are you wearing? I am wearing an extra small. We also have it in black for you, so let me show you. What is delayed is not denied. There you go. So whatever your preference, if you like white, if you like black, go right ahead. I love both. It is absolutely fabulous. Everybody, anybody can wear this, and just look at how it goes all the way down. I love it. So it covers your bottom for those of you that are conscious. You can also tuck it in halfway as well, make it loose, loungy with your jeans, and then you can roll it up. You can style it any which way that you like. I love it because you can also layer it underneath your suits, because it's getting colder now, and the quality is absolutely what? Absolutely fabulous. And for my ladies that are double X, you can get the extra large because it is that big. You're going to love them. Super soft. Put them in the wash. They don't shrink. They don't shift. They don't shed. I put a lot of work into this because it was really personal. And I wanted again to send a message that what is delayed is never denied. And that means that you're only prepping yourself for greatness. It will come to you with such greatness. The next t-shirt that I made was eating my salads and minding my business. I loved it. And that's how I got here, in essence. I ate my salads. I began to really have a healthier lifestyle. A healthier lifestyle, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Meaning that what no longer served me, I no longer wanted. I think that I just thought I can just bash myself around. I can abuse myself. I can ill-treat myself. You don't say beautiful things to yourself. But I would say it to everybody else. Oh girl, you're fabulous, gorgeous, this, that. I never said it to myself. And I began to realize that, Fumi, you know what? In the eating your salads is a representation of really taking a healthier stance to all of you, to everything of you. And salads are healthy, but you have the mental, you have the emotional. So I started speaking positively to myself. It was amazing. It really was amazing. I got more confident, and I really began to love myself. And in part was when I started to say, Fumi, wear your natural hair. You are beautiful. You say it to others, you don't say it to yourself. And when I started to say it to myself, I began to have more confidence. I also realized that, Fumi, you don't have to be in any negative spaces, negative anywhere, because what? I am healthier. Hence the eating my salads. The minding my business was amazing. Because the more I minded my business, the more time I had to be productive with my life. Isn't that a trip? Oh my God. That is the real meaning of this. Mind my business. So I really wasn't into the gossip. I really wasn't into unproductive conversation. I sat at a table and every girl, lady, woman, female at that table was a CEO. When I tell you, we talked about production, we talked about fulfillment centers, we talked about where you can get better fabrics from Prague, from Portugal, from Bangladesh, from this, from that. I was rejuvenated, and I realized that for me, when you stay away from stuff that does not serve you and is not productive to you, you truly mind your business. And I became a better mom. I became a better wife. I spent more time with the family. I enjoyed Adrian right across the board. That is a representation, because you are weeding out what no longer serves you mentally, emotionally, physically. Eating my salads and minding my business. They also come in an extra small, and it goes all the way to an extra large, and it's a bigger, loungier size. That's another thing, because I have been different sizes on this channel. Bigger busted, smaller busted. I've been curvy. I've been a limousine girl, and I loved every stage of me. I did. I really did. And that was why I said I'm going to make it a loose fit. Why? Because if you're a curvy girl, it will suit you. If you're a slimmer girl, it will suit you. If you're an athletic girl, it will suit you. It's no longer what you look like. Truly, it's how you feel. And my limousine girls and my curvy girls, do you know, at that stage was one of my happiest times of my life, because it was when I gave birth to Adrian. This body created life when I was told so many times that it couldn't. And that was how I really realized, it became so clear to me that, woman, you're amazing. Men can wear it too, my darling boys. I will come out with a crew neck, but I thought, let me come out with a V-neck so that you can put all of your jewelry. That's another thing. You can put all of your jewelry, you can put all of your necklaces. It's just enough for it to show. It is just enough. When I tell you this took so long, and it's plain in front, and you got the message in the back. You see, when you're walking away, clicking in your heels, that's the message. I lived for it. So those are the t-shirts, my darlings. If they sell out, don't panic. Don't panic. I will order some more, okay? And then we have what? We have our tote bag. We have our tote bag with the thicker straps that you can carry with you, and you can take this to the gym. It's a sports bag. You can take it to the gym. You can take it to the supermarket. You can take it to work. It's got the logos on both ends. And I'm going to show you something also. You have a magnetic clip, so you can clip it in. It will hold in together. Also, when you pull it apart, you will have the label also in the bag, and then you've got a big purse right here to put all of your keys. But guess what? Multi-purpose, my darling. You can also fold this bag. So I'm going to show you as is. You just turn it in like so on both sides. There you go. You fold it. Guess what? You fold it into the opening pochette. And there you go. There you go. So you can have this as an extra shopping bag. You can have this as an extra bag when you're going anywhere, even on the airport, when you're traveling. It's so handy. So handy. It's a canvas bag. It is absolutely washable. It does not change. And we have it in pink. We have it in orange. We have it in sky blue, of which I live and love. Yes, and then we also have it in ice cream. Ice cream because I love ice cream and I also love yogurt. So baby girl, you are looking absolutely cute. I hope you enjoy these, my darlings. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for riding with me. This is just the beginning because the bras are coming, the slips are coming, the panties are coming, the makeup, the skincare, the Afro hair care kit is coming. It's all coming, my darling. This is a black-owned brand and I am self-funded. My financier is my wonderful husband. Thank you. Thank you, Ula. Thank you for the unconditional love and support. I could never do any of this without him. You're so generous. And God bless you. And God bless you too, my beautiful Fumi Nation. And I am so excited. The link is below. And I will be sharing how to wear the t-shirts, different styles, different suits for you. Thank you so very much. God bless. Bye-bye. Yay! We have launched. We have launched. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I am so excited. I am what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.